Hey everyone, it's Jananie and welcome back to my channel. This story ain't over. So today I'm bringing you yet another weekly reading vlog, and this is actually going to be the last one for October, and it's going to involve the last few spooky reads for the month, which I'm just super excited about. So as I said at the end of the last vlog, I am going to be reading these few books here. So I had initially thought about not reading certain dark things until later because I need to get to these other two. However, I started the audiobook and I'm really liking it, so I want to continue. It is a short book though. It's only like 250 pages. So I definitely think it's something I can power through probably today before I head out in the evening. So that is my hope. This is a vampire book set in Mexico City in sort of an alternate version of our world where people can know vampires exist and all of this. It follows multiple characters from what I can tell right now, but I'm not very far in. I'm maybe like a couple 2 to 3 chapters in. So yeah, so far I'm really liking it and I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. But as you guys know, I'm like in love with Silvia Moreno Garcia's writing and all of her books, and I'm just making my way slowly through all of her catalog. So yeah, really excited about this and curious to see what I'll think of it in comparison to her other books. So that's the first book on the list, and then the next book on the list is probably The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. So this is a witchy book. It is set in a puritanical society, and I think her parents have passed away, so she's been sort of like a pariah in her society, and you know, she's just been trying to live by the prophet's law. But when she stumbles into the dark wood, she encounters the ghosts of some witches that were actually murdered by the prophet decades ago, and they give her the diary of her mother, and she starts to learn a lot about her past and her parents' past, and it just goes from there. I'm really curious to see how this one's gonna go. I've heard great things about it so far from those of you who have commented on my videos, so I'm excited to see how it's gonna go. And then the last book on the docket is of course White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. As you guys may know, I absolutely love Tiffany D. Jackson's books. I've read all of them, I think, so far now, and this is her newest one, and it's actually a haunted house story. It's a horror novel, so I'm very excited by this, and she always has like the best plot twists and just really crazy endings, so I'm so curious to see how this one's gonna go. So yeah, very excited for this, and I think this is going to be the last book I read for October, right around Halloween time, just for those extra spooky vibes. So yes, those are the 3 books on the list. I am going to be filming some more videos today, and then I'm heading out for the evening, but hopefully before then I'll be able to read a lot more of certain dark things, and then I'll update you throughout the week for these 2. But yeah, I'm just loving my reading progress for this month. I'm just so excited by it, and I know that wrap up at the end of the month is going to be nicely packed, so I'm very excited about that. I will update you along the way. I am most likely going to be doing some sort of thing for Halloween, probably the day before Halloween, not like the day of, and I do have a costume ready and I'm excited about it, so hopefully I'll be able to show it to you in this vlog, or else I'll just like slap a picture up for you guys to see. But yeah, really excited for just this time of year. And I got pumpkins recently. I don't know if you guys saw my last vlog, but I went to a pumpkin patch. I got a pumpkin. My dad got some more pumpkins for the house. And yeah, I'm just loving the vibes. I'm like so sad for when October ends and then November comes and I can no longer be absolutely obnoxious about spooky season and Halloween things. So yeah, that's gonna be a very sad time. But until then, I will continue to be obnoxious. Hello my friends, it is Sunday. I just came back from getting my nails done and also going out for lunch with some friends. So it's about like, I think 5 p.m. right now. I am curling up with certain dark things for the evening, and I'm about 50 pages in, which isn't very far. I haven't made much progress in the past couple days, but I'm loving it so far, and I'm really liking sort of the main character Atul and also one of the other main characters, Domingo. And I'm also loving just like the vampire lore in this because it features like different species of vampires, and you're hearing like these different subspecies as well, and they all have sort of different characteristics. So some of them have fangs, some of them don't. Some of them can turn someone into a vampire, some of them can't. Some of them can like eat actual human food, and some of them can only have like blood, and some of them can have a mix, and they also have like different urges and things like that, and they're from different sort of parts of the world. So there's some European strains and there's like Mexican ones, and so Atul is an Aztec vampire, and so she has like certain characteristics to her, and it seems like she's on the run from something and in danger from something, and she ends up enlisting Domingo's help as sort of her human servant, which is also an interesting concept. But yeah, I'm just loving like sort of the folklore and history woven into this. So yeah, I'm like really enjoying it. I also really love this cover. It's gorgeous. Look at it. Look at the colors. Of course, I do love Silvia Moreno Garcia's writing, so like being back at another one of her books is making me really excited. So yeah, I'm just excited to see how this one will go. And I think I'm probably gonna read Gods of Jade and Shadow next month in November. I'm gonna put that on my November TBR because I think that's the only one, or maybe that one and one more to go of Silvia Moreno Garcia's books. I feel like I've read most of them now, and I just want to get through her whole catalog and then cry about how I don't have more afterwards because I just love them so much. Hello my friends, I don't know what day of the vlog we are on, but it has been a day/week. There have been many developments in my life which I will share soon, but one of the developments that I'm really excited for is a book club that I'm launching. I don't know if you guys have seen the video that I posted talking about it, but it should be up before this video so you can go check it out. I'm starting a book club. It's called the Reading Color Book Club. We're gonna read books by authors of color and, you know, discuss them in a live show at the end of the month and also during the month on an app called Fable. And we're just gonna have a grand time just talking about books that I care about and that I think all of you will be excited to read. So I was filming that video today actually, and it's gonna go up before this video, but I was dumb and had filmed it this morning and then was gonna go transfer the video to my hard drive and then accidentally deleted the video with my dumb fingers. And so I had to sit here and refilm the video, but I'm kind of happy about it because the second time I filmed it, my words came out better and I actually made more sense. So I think the second version that I filmed will be a better video. So I'm happy about that, but also really annoyed with myself because my throat hurts a lot right now from talking all day. But regardless, that is my life update for this vlog. So where am I with reading? Okay, so I think last time we checked in, I had finished Certain Dark Things, or maybe we didn't. Maybe I didn't tell you about that. I didn't tell you about that. Let me go grab that book. As I said, it's been a week. I don't remember anything. I finished Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia, I think on, what day is it today? It's Friday today, so I think I finished it on Tuesday and I sort of ran through the audiobook for it and it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I definitely don't think it's my favorite of her books. I still think Mexican Gothic and The Beautiful Ones are like my top favorites, but this one was definitely a lot of fun. It also had a bit of that noir feel. It felt very similar to Velvet Was the Night, but you know, more of a supernatural vibe to it. One of the things that I thought was super cool is just like the different vampires and the different subspecies that we get and how each of them is just so uniquely different and their lore is so uniquely different as well. But I think, yeah, in the second half, we get to learn a lot more about the main character Ottil's background and, you know, history and what went on with her life and why she's running away in Mexico City. And we also learn a lot more about Domingo as well and see our relationship sort of develop there. And I also really loved the ending as well. One thing that I really love about Silvia Moreno Garcia's books is that she has a way of like writing many characters who are very distinct, but you maybe read like a couple chapters from their perspective, but they stick in your mind. And then they all sort of come together at the end. And you see how their stories interweave, even if like each character wasn't that close to the other, if that makes sense. So that's why I felt like this one was very similar to Velvet Was the Night, because I feel like the story structure was similar. There's a lot more perspectives in this one, whereas Mexican Gothic is one perspective and like The Beautiful Ones is only three. So that's sort of the similarities that I saw. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Like I love the vampires. It was like sufficiently spooky and had a really nice like mystery vibe to it, but also just like a fun book, and definitely had those like noir vibes, which I enjoyed as well. It's also a short read, so like, yeah, if you're looking for a cool vampire book to pick up, this is definitely the one. All right, and then after Certain Dark Things, the next day, I think on Wednesday, I picked up White Smoke after work and like read a chapter, and then somehow ended up binging the entire thing that night. Like I read the entire thing. I mean, I was stressed about other things, so I think I was just like, just diving into the story to not think about other things, and that really helped. And I finished the entire thing in one night because it was fantastic. I was listening to the audiobook while I was reading and, you know, reading along, and that really helped with like getting through it, but I think I was just so captivated by the story and I wanted to know what was going to happen. And I think Tiffany D. Jackson does this to me every time. I'll pick up one of her books. It might be slow to start or I might like take a while to get into it, but the second she like grabs me, like I just can't stop reading. And this was no different. This is her horror novel, her haunted house story. And basically the main character, Marigold, moves with her family to this new town called Cedarville, I think. They've got a lot of history to them. It's a mostly Black community, but it is sort of owned by white people. And her mother has gotten like this writing fellowship of some kind where they get the house for free and get to live there for 3 years while she's like the writer in residence type thing. But as they live there, they start to realize that things are going missing and, you know, doors are opening on their own and people have rumors about the house as well. And it seems that it might be haunted. And then what I think I loved about this was the main character, Marigold, actually. She does some really stupid things as teenagers do, but I think what was compelling about her character is that she is sort of the character who is trying to redeem herself. She has gone through an OD in the past. She's a recovering addict. She has gone through rehab and they're getting her a fresh new start. And she also is a character who really, really cares about her family and about her little brother. And I think she was just like a compelling main character to follow because she also has like a lot of anxiety as well. And so seeing her sort of worry about things like was just really validating to see and super relatable as well. But I think she was just compelling because like she feels like one of us, and so we are going through the story with her. Another thing I thought was interesting about this was that her family is a mixed blended family. Like her mother was married before and had her and her brother, and then her mother has now remarried to this white man named Alec, and he has a daughter named Piper from a previous marriage as well. And so you're seeing how the sides of their family aren't really meshing at the beginning and how Marigold starts to appreciate things by the end. So yeah, I loved all those like family aspects and like the very coming of age teen aspects of the books and character aspects of the book, but I also really, really loved like the mystery and the horror and the spookiness. There are definitely so many creepy things that happened in this book that left me really, really scared. By the end of the book, I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I need to watch something happy. Like I need to do something that will get my mind off this, because it definitely was thrilling. And I think the reason I kept reading was because I needed to know what happened at the end so that I could solve the mystery in my head and feel like I wouldn't be scared at night. But yeah, what I loved about the mystery and sort of horror aspect of this book was that all of the strange things going on was tied to something very real. Like it wasn't a supernatural answer. There was like an actual real world explanation for everything, which made it even scarier in my opinion. And you're getting a lot about like the history of the town and the unseedy things that are going on underneath everyone's noses, which was also really cool. And also like the town was just really creepy and like how some of the people behave. And as Marigold learns more, she starts to learn why. So yeah, I thought it was really fantastic. Like highly recommend if you're looking for a horror novel to pick up and like a haunted house story. It was just all the perfect vibes and just like a great book overall to read. So yeah, I finished White Smoke on a Wednesday, and then yesterday I didn't read anything. I have been watching Squid Game though, and it is fantastic. I'm almost done. I think I have like a couple more episodes to go. So excited to finish that. What I'm finding as I'm watching it is that I feel like spooky season was the right time to watch it because it feels slightly spooky because of all the death and destruction and craziness going on and all the mystery going on, even though it isn't necessarily like a spooky show. So that's what I was doing Thursday. And then today I had the day off. I've been filming all morning and setting things up and meeting with people and gonna be running some errands later, but I did start The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson this morning. I'm like a chapter or two in, so not far. I don't have any initial opinions to give you right now, but I am feeling like the world is very, very cool. Like the way she set it up, it feels spooky already, but also very much that puritanical society. And I'm just liking the vibes and I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. I do think this feels a little bit more though like a YA fantasy, like a traditional YA fantasy rather than like a horror, I would say. I don't think I'm gonna get like major spooky vibes from this, but we'll see. I don't know. So yeah, I have to run some errands and I'm gonna be editing some videos today, but hopefully I'll get to read like at least 100 pages of this tonight, and then I'll finish off the rest of it probably tomorrow or Sunday on Halloween. I'm going to a friend's Halloween party on Saturday and dressing up for that. I'm gonna be Princess Leia. So hopefully I can take a picture for you guys. Probably be on my Instagram, but yeah, excited about that and just spooky vibes. But I am sad that spooky season is gonna be over soon. I think I said that earlier, but yeah, it just makes me sad. It's fine. we can be spooky all year around. Hello my friends, it's a new day. It is Halloween today and I just filmed my November TBR. Very excited. I had a slow morning this morning because I had a Halloween party yesterday night, so got home late, woke up late, and I had a great time, but now I'm very, very tired. I am very sorry to say though that I have not read any more of The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I just didn't get around to it amid all of the chaos with Halloween stuff and like getting ready. I did a whole Princess Leia costume, which I absolutely loved. You can see the picture here. It's also on my Instagram if you want to go follow me at thisstoryaintover. But yeah, I had a really great time dressing up as Princess Leia. I feel like I haven't gone that hard for Halloween in a very long time, so it was just a lot of fun to do that, especially after like COVID and like not being able to see people. This was just a lot of fun. I didn't get any reading done and I don't actually think I'll have time to today either. I'm doing a little Halloween party with some family, so yeah, I just don't think I'll have time to before the end of October. And I'm actually hoping to like dive straight into my November TBR in this next week because I have some other vlogs lined up. So this is me coming here to tell you that I will probably be picking this one up later on, maybe in December, when I have a little bit more time, or maybe in between the books that I'm reading in November for my November TBR, but I did want to just sort of end the vlog here so that this goes up at a reasonable time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed, you know, hearing about Certain Dark Things and White Smoke. I highly recommend both of them because they were fantastic and I definitely think you'll enjoy them if you're looking for like spooky supernatural horror reads. And I just love the progress that I've made in terms of my October TBR this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video and please remember that this story ain't over. Bye!